Okay, so we're going to try to make a tease mount of a couple of different types of fungi today. And just to kind of look at some of the different growths, you'll learn that zygomycetes is known as a lid lifter. This in particular is a type called rhizopus. And you can see how we have growth off of the media, and it eventually grow all the way to the top of the tube, compared to something like an aspergillus, which really just grows within the media. So we'll attempt to try a couple of mounts. So we have these larger slides. They're a little bit larger than the normal slides you would see in micro, and that just allows us to get enough sample on the slides. We always label the slides. I'll do an aspergillus first. And we have a handy dandy method of trying to make a tease mount. You take one stick and you break the stick, and these sharp edges really allow you to try to get as much as you can on to inoculate your slide. You don't want to contaminate anything, so usually I lay the other portion of the stick somewhere where it's not touching our surface to get contaminated. I usually put 1 drop of laxophenol cotton blue onto the slide, maybe 2. And then with one hand, just as you would do in micro, we're going to hold the top of our media slant, and then we're going to twist off. And then you try to just get right onto the edge and pick some growth. You can try to get some of the media. Sometimes if you get too much of the media, then you'll have what we call a chunky smear. And then you just want to recap your slant, and then you can use that other portion of the stick to just lay it into the laxophenol cotton blue. You want to try not to disrupt the inoculate too much, as all of your conidia will disperse. We expect that to happen when we put the cover slip on top, but we try to keep it as best we can. And then occasionally, because we get a little bit of the media, we have a smear that is not perfectly smashed, if you will, and so you can kind of just go around the edges and try to get that laxophenol cotton blue around where all of your inoculate would be. And that looks like a successful slide. Laxophenol cotton blue all the way around. Okay, so now I'll try to make one of rhizopus. So again, always labeling. Couple drops of laxophenol cotton blue. And these nice little vials come this way, and if we want to break one of the vials, you just smash it. And that'll release the liquid. So same thing, break a stick. Sometimes you have to keep trying, trial and error. And we'll try the rhizopus. This is probably one of the more difficult molds to try to get some inoculation. And you'll just get better with this the more you try. And so using the other stick, just try to get it into that laxophenol cotton blue. And then we'll cover slip. And again, we can use the tip of another cotton tip to kind of spread out our inoculate. Occasionally you'll have a little bit too much around, and so you can take that laxophenol cotton blue again and try to get just under that cover slip to get more laxophenol cotton blue around the eye slit. And we have a couple bubbles, but that's okay. So I'll clean around the edges. And another slide.